What's up, guys? It's Royo here again, bringing you another video. Today's video is an exciting one. I just got my hands on the Steelseries Apex Pro. Right now, the fastest keyboard on the market right now. Super amped to get this unboxed. So today's video is going to be an unboxing of the keyboard, and then I'm going to show you some gameplay as well. So let's get right into it, man. I'm hyped. Oh, that was a big boy hit.
Yeah, I got it.
That was Cade.
Alibi.
Ah, what you want from me?
Oh, what?
Jesus.
It's not even here, it's pretty much like
It doesn't.
one still by third. I tried to get the run out, but it didn't work.
You almost got it.
So here it is, guys, my brand new Steelseries Apex Pro 10 keyless keyboard right here. Absolutely beautiful. Also comes with the magnetic wrist rest if you're into that. Not my favorite thing, but it's a cool addition to have. I have it already plugged in. I was too excited. I had to put it in. Pause. It comes with two USBs. One of them is to actually power the keyboard, and the other cable, I'll show you a picture of it. It's two USBs split into two, and the other one powers a USB port here. I have my mouse plugged into it right here. Just easy access, I guess you could say. I'm gonna show you some features it has. So this is the OLED display right here. There are some in-keyboard settings that you can change. Instead of going through the Steelseries app on your PC, you can change some of the settings right through the keyboard, so it's really cool. You got to hold down this button here to access some of the settings you can operate on the keyboard. So there's illumination, macros. You can set macros for your keyboard. You got the actuation points, profiles. You can save profiles in terms of like the actuation points, the color scheme of your keyboard, and then there's settings. Okay, so we'll start at illumination. This is the vapor. This is the coast. This is haze. And this is prism. This is orange, and I think that's all for presets. Yeah. So then we'll go to custom. You could adjust, like if you go to base, you could adjust colors. You could breathe colors. You can breathe multicolors, or you can just have lights off. To go back, it's this button as well. Then you could reactive, ripple, line. So when you press the keyboard, say ripple. When you hit the keys, lights flash. Line. Let's see what line does. I haven't tried it yet. Yep. So the line that your key that you press on lights up. So okay. This is fade, so it lights up and goes away. I think that's what Boogie uses. We got the macros. You can record macros, so keystrokes, and then delete them as well. Actuation. So this is the how fast your keyboard reacts to your key presses. So if I go at 1, you see that little arrow there. So I'll slightly press 1. And it's like it reacts at that point, and it's not even bottomed out yet. See that? Going to bottom out. That's why they call it the fastest keyboard, because you barely gotta touch the key for the keyboard to react. You go up to 2. You go up to 2 to 10. 10 is fully bottoming out on your keys for it to react, as you can see by that arrow there. You can add like little MP4 files or little GIF files to your display. So it just comes up. I got a Marvel one. It looks super dope. So the Marvel intro just comes up on my keyboard. I think it's super sick. I also show you how to do that through the app. So we're gonna start going through the app right now. So I just wanted to go through the SteelSeries engine and show you how to navigate through the app. In the case that you want to change the settings to your PC instead of right on your keyboard. So you got to go to the SteelSeries website, download their software. Once you download and install that, you open it up, and the engine will read or will detect any SteelSeries products you have plugged into your computer. So all I have is Apex Pro TKL, so I'm gonna hit that. From this app, you can adjust the key bindings, actuation, illumination, and OLED settings. So everything that I showed you earlier that you could do right on the keyboard, you could also do it on the PC if that's what you prefer. So the first tab is your macros. Second tab is actuation. But what differs here, what's really cool here, is that you can set your actuation point for specific keys. So say if you want your WASD, your movement, to be like a brown switch actuation, so it feels kind of normal, it's not too sensitive, you can make your WASD 5, which is I would say standard. And then, but to say your edit is E, and you want your E to be like super responsive, barely touch the keyboard, and your edit responds just so you could be that much faster, you just hit E here, and you can make that 1. So everything that I didn't adjust is still 5, but that 1 button is E. I think this is a super cool customization that SteelSeries added to their product. I mean, having everything on one is great, and when you get used to it, I'm sure you'll be super fast. But some things you may run into when you first get the keyboard, and that may be a difficulty when you set everything to 1, is, say, for example, if you hit your keyboard slightly curved like this, and you're like, I'm gonna take this off because I don't like it. You're like one of those guys that hit the bottom row here with your thumb. If your spacebar is on 1, sometimes if you just slightly accidentally rest your palm on the spacebar, because it's so responsive and the actuation point is so low that you'll accidentally jump. And I know that it's all a learning curve. I mean, eventually you'll get over that. When you get used to the keyboard, it's just a learning curve. But if you really don't like that, you really don't like how responsive it is, you can adjust individual keys, and I think that's really cool. I think it's a perfect way to add customization to this keyboard. So good job there, SteelSeries. I'm sounding like really awkward the way I'm talking, but it's okay. You can adjust illumination here too. So just like how I showed you earlier within the keyboard, you can change color profiles and stuff like that. Do the same thing here. This is your OLED setting display. So I showed you earlier how I had this cool little Marvel GIF or animation come up on my keyboard. Just a little intro here. I think it's super sick. But you can add anything as long as it's the right file size. So you just hit edit here, upload from file, and say, I just want to add my name there. That's not a good file of my name. Royal here. Royal will show up on my screen here, on my display here. It's not as cool as the Marvel thing, but I mean, I'm just trying to show you can customize it. You can add anything you want. It's really cool. Just a nice touch to an expensive keyboard is what I'm saying. I mean, if you're spending some dough, it has to have some cool features, and that's just one of them. So that's it for the software that I want to really show you guys. I also showed you on the keyboard that you could have profiles and load different profiles. This is where you create your profiles. If you didn't want to make them through your keyboard, you can make them through the PC app here. So that's just that too. And yeah. So for my final thoughts on the keyboard, I do not regret buying this keyboard at all. I know it's a super expensive keyboard, but I mean, the customization level that you have with this keyboard is just well worth the price. Just the fact that you can individually edit actuation points for specific keys is just like, that's perfect customization. SteelSeries did an amazing job. There are some learning curves to it with the faster actuation points, but I mean, that's just what time does. You know, you get used to things. If you have the dough, I definitely recommend getting this keyboard. If you have any further questions on the keyboard, I'd love to answer what I can. If not, I'll for sure do some research so I'm able to help you answer whatever questions you have. And yeah, man, happy gaming, and if you do have this keyboard, get this keyboard. Tell me what you think down below, and I'm just happy to hear people's thoughts and people's if people have different settings or different ideas on how to optimize this keyboard. I'm also happy to hear that too. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys soon. Take care. Bye.